Good Monday, everyone, and welcome to this edition of Conversations Daily News. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. We, of course, have your news headlines coming up today. We also have the Truth of the Day with Mary Ellen Ciganovich, and we have an entertainment spotlight today featuring actor and musician Justin Cornwell. Enjoy today's broadcast. For Conversations Daily News, I'm Cyrus Webb with your Monday headlines. In national news, 1,473 new COVID-19 cases in Mississippi, 12 additional deaths reported. The Mississippi State Department of Health reported 1,473 new COVID-19 cases in Mississippi and 12 additional coronavirus-related deaths on Sunday. There have now been 164,931 COVID-19 cases in Mississippi and 3,961 coronavirus-related deaths since the pandemic spread to Mississippi, according to the Mississippi State Department of Health. Of Mississippi's 82 counties, 54 are now under a mask mandate and other COVID-19 restrictions. In a related story in Mississippi, Jackson Mayor shuts down City Hall, orders some workers home as COVID-19 cases surge. Jackson Mayor Chokwe Lumumba shut down City Hall and ordered non-essential city workers to work from home in an executive order announced on last Friday. The mayor said the order comes as Hinds County and the state continue to see a renewed surge in the number of coronavirus cases. Jackson does not have the luxury of a wait-and-see approach to this pandemic, the mayor said. Infection rates are increasing, and it is necessary that we take extraordinary measures to prevent the continued spread of COVID-19 for the health and safety of our city. In more COVID-19 news, health officials warn Americans not to let their guard down. With a COVID-19 vaccine perhaps just days away in the U.S., most of California headed into another lockdown on Sunday because of the surging outbreak, and top health officials warned Americans that this is no time to let their guard down. The vaccine's critical, said Dr. Deborah Birx, the White House Coronavirus Response Coordinator, on NBC's Meet the Press. But it's not going to save us from this current surge, she says. Only we can save us from this current surge. A Food and Drug Administration advisory panel is scheduled to take up a request on Thursday to authorize emergency use of Pfizer's vaccine. Vaccinations could begin just days later, though initial supplies will be rationed, and shots are not expected to become widely available until the next spring. With the U.S. facing what could be a catastrophic winter, top government officials warned Americans anew to wear masks, practice social distancing, and follow other basic measures. The virus is now blamed for 280,000 deaths and more than 14 million confirmed infections in the U.S. alone. In sports, Alabama was number 1 for the 5th week in a row Sunday and extended its streak of consecutive poll appearances to 210, the third longest in the history of the Associated Press college football poll. The Crimson Tide were the unanimous number 1 for the third straight week, and the top 7 teams were unchanged for a 5th consecutive poll. Notre Dame was number 2, followed by Ohio State, Clemson, and Texas A&M to round out the top 5. Number 6 Florida and number 7 Cincinnati also held their spots. In business news, after numerous fits and starts and months of inaction, optimism is finally building in Washington for a COVID-19 aid bill that would offer relief for businesses, the unemployed, schools, and healthcare providers, among others struggling as caseloads are spiking. Under pressure from moderates in both parties, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell have initiated late-game negotiations in hopes of combining a relief package of, in all likelihood, less than $1 trillion with a separate $1.4 trillion government-wide omnibus spending bill. The duo were the architects of the $1.8 trillion CARES Act, the landmark relief bill passed in March. The Associated Press says success is not certain and considerable differences remain over items such as aid to states and local governments, liability protections for businesses and universities reopening during the pandemic, as well as whether to issue a second round of $1,200 direct payments to most Americans. And finally, in entertainment news, new Queen Latifah drama gets post-Super Bowl debut showcase. Queen Latifah's upcoming drama series has scored a touchdown. CBS says The Equalizer will get the coveted post-Super Bowl slot next February to showcase its debut. The Equalizer, a reboot of the 1980s series about a retired intelligence agent turned private detective, stars Latifah as an ex-CIA agent and single mom who helps those with nowhere else to turn, according to a network description. The series will immediately follow the conclusion of CBS's Sports Sunday, February the 7th, Super Bowl broadcast, with subsequent episodes of The Equalizer airing at 8 p.m. Eastern on Sundays, CBS said in a statement. Cyrus Webb, Conversations Daily News. It's now time for the Truth of the Day with Mary Ellen Ciganovich. Mary Ellen, it's all yours.
Hi, this is Mary Ellen with your Truth of the Day. A new attitude attracts like-minded people. When you make the decision to change your attitude, the universe and God sets into motion all the means necessary to make this happen. All of a sudden, the pieces of your life begin to fall into place. A sense of peace overcomes you because you no longer wonder if your dreams are possible. You know how to make them happen. This change in shift of your attitude opens up brand new possibilities for you to explore. Your focus becomes clear and you move forward with confidence. This positive shift in your attitude affects everything and everyone around you. Like a rush of water, it clears the debris from your path so you can move forward. Today, enjoy your new attitude as you attract other like-minded people. And enjoy your day.
Enjoy today's Entertainment Spotlight featuring actor and musician Justin Cornwell, right here on Conversations Daily News. For Conversations Daily News, I'm Cyrus Webb with your Entertainment Spotlight. Actor and musician Justin Cornwell told me recently on Conversations Live, the radio show, it's been great to be able to do what he loves and to reflect on the year that's been 2020. Here's part of our conversation. I want to begin with kind of the reflection of this year. It's kind of been, I know, one of those roller coaster years for a lot of people. But what has it been like for you, Justin, to kind of see everything kind of coming together for you professionally and the great things that have been coming your way?
During the beginning of the year, it all seemed like I was so excited just to see Jingle Jangle come out to the world. It feels like a secret I've been keeping for so long. And I've been thinking about everything that would happen towards the end of the year, at the beginning of the year, and I couldn't have imagined it. One, I couldn't have imagined where we'd be at with the COVID situation, but also I couldn't imagine the response that we would get from people, because I feel like we're in a place where people really need something like this, something that's just full of positivity and joy and love. And it's just such a great feeling to kind of receive that love back, you know.
Right.
It's been amazing. This entire year, with my career, it was going well, I would say. I had finished the in-between in 2019 when the show didn't get picked up for the second season. Immediately after, I was filming Jingle Jangle, and I had gotten married, and it felt like, you know, the sky was the limit immediately after Jingle Jangle. And I was meeting with a lot of directors, getting close with a lot of projects during the pilot season, and then suddenly here comes March and everything is shut down. And
right.
So it's been almost like a moment where I can almost unfocus from my career a little bit and refocus on maybe things that aren't as, you know, material, things like my family, because I had just gotten married, things like
right.
My friends, and you know, things that really filled my soul.
Cyrus Webb, Conversations Daily News. We thank you all for tuning in to this edition of Conversations Daily News. We'll be back with you guys on tomorrow with more news, Truth of the Day with Mary Ellen Ciganovich, and of course your Entertainment Spotlight. Until then, I'm your host Cyrus Webb saying, as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Daily News today. Let's make today amazing.